Welcome back to the gardens. It's the 31st of March, so that means tomorrow's going to be the 1st of the month. So I thought today I was bringing to the gardens because everywhere in the country seems to be getting a bit of snow. People have messaged me from work and gone, "Have you been digging out this morning?" No, we've had a bit of snow, it's flurried past, and then the sun came out, so I thought, right, nip into the gardens quick and do a video. So I'm going to show you this little section here. Can you see just there we've got some stones. We've lifted those out so that the greenery can get out from underneath. Just there. Right, so the primroses and the primlets and the thymes and whatnot are looking quite good. It's all looking very fresh. It's all looking very sunny. Before I go any further, I will say if you like, please tap the like, please subscribe, it's completely free. You can share these videos, you can comment on these videos, and you can talk about them on social media, and you can find me on here, so it were quick clips by JMJ, and I'm also on Instagram, painted by JMJ. I know it says painted, but I do paintings and I do a lot of photography as well, so I thought that's why I'd choose painted by JMJ to be on Instagram. If you want to find me on Facebook, I'm John Martin, and you can have a look at some of the stuff I get up to on there. So you can see here, you're thinking what we're looking at. Well, basically, I came into the gardens last weekend and I took down 3 absolutely ginormous ferns. I've left in the ones that apparently don't need pruning. Made that mistake last year. I pruned out some and they didn't need pruning, and so they died off. I'm just going to put Mr. Elephant up. We're not sure if he's African or Indian. He does seem to like being in the gardens though. This is the camellia, and then we've got the bug houses at the back, if you can see those. Bit of faux plant in there. A couple of nice finds from various shops. I gave the steps a good old clean out as well, because these have been in for quite a number of years. We started off, they went fairly straight with the path, and then we ended up having to curve them because we're having all sorts of plants needed digging out. So that's why I put the little faux wall in there, just to keep all the soil back. It is actually well packed from behind. It just doesn't look very nice until all the plants grow over it. So that goes up to the back of the garden, and then the path goes round to the right. And then we have this glorious spitmere, which I put in several years ago. We've got a silver hebe as well. This is the ivy mushroom. It's in a pot, a chimney, upturned chimney pot, so the widest part is at the top, so it splays out the ivy and makes it mushroom shaped. Got some primroses looking good down here. Got the daffs out. Various varieties of daffs. We're just now waiting for the tulips to come springing out. This is a euonymus. And above it we've got the red robin botonia. This one here It's some kind of rose. It's not an actual rose. It looks like a rose. It could be a Christmas rose. I'm not entirely sure. But when it comes out, it looks like a rose and it's white, but it's not actually called a rose. If you know better, then please comment. This is my sort of one of my pride and joys. It's one of what we call one of the three graces. It's an Erica. When I put it in the ground, it was no more than 3 inches tall, and it's absolutely ginormous. It's over 6 foot now, and it gets pruned back every year and straightened so it looks healthy. This is the Veronica Georgia Blue, and the area that it's in is the area where nothing would grow, so I had to put pots in and raise the level of the soil to try and get things to grow. So that's why it's pots and slate, and then just to the back we've got the obelisk, and then we've got a rather decrepit looking Christmas tree. There are green shoots on it, so I am really loath to pull it out. Directly behind that we've got a white camellia, and then behind that we've got a Christmas tree, which is absolutely loving being in that corner spot by itself. We're going to get bluebells up at some point, but that's a little bit later in the year. And we've also got, just at the back of the garden, we've got a buddleia, which you can't quite see. We've got a Japanese maple, and we've got a Japanese rose. So I'm going to bring you along this one. I think it's called Diatris or Diatris, something like that. Odd spelling. Can never remember quite what it is. Then we've got this, which is a Pyrrhus, and it's Mountain Fire, I think it's called, and it should have little cream coloured bells on it. And we've got one in, I just planted one in the front just the other day, so we've now got 2. And we'll bring you along the long border to where there are a few tulips out, and then we've got the memorial box, which has got some house leeks, some violets I believe. Looks like we're going to be getting some of those albino bluebells, and nearly to the very end now, where we're going to pause on this tulip. So that is me saying yes, it's not snowing, and I have been able to come out in the sunshine, and it's actually quite warm, which is surprising. So I will say bye bye for now.